Hello there, my name is Cheekster and this is Channel 13 Rest Stop. Very similar to Fears of Fathom. Fears of Fathom is a classic sort of serial killer-esque kind of like slasher kind of retro-styled horror. And I think this is kind of on that kind of gist of which, intrigues me because that's quite a good game. And I really want to play that one where it's like the fire tower. That's one I wanted to try out. I might have to try that one out. I know it's old school now, but I really want to give it a go. But this Channel 13 Rest Stop has been really well reviewed. People are very keen on it. And a lot of people say there's a lot of promise. Now, there's no release date yet for Rest Stop, but it's believed probably soonish, isn't it? I imagine this year, right? 2026? Maybe. But we're going to press play, new game. I like that. Oh, right. I do new game? Let's play. What do we do? Confirm. Aha. There we go. Took me a while, but I got there. Press any key because any key will do. We're driving through the forest. Already the color palette is its own visual voice. Darkness is prominent. Not bad. I like the camera angles. Quite good. They got rid of that press any key. That would be quite good. Nice. Poland, Lublin region. 29th of the 4th, 2003. Roughly at 1:58 in the morning. It was a long day. My name is Wojcik. I don't know how to say it, so I'm going to say Wojcik. I am 32 years old and a father of a 10-month-old girl. It's hard and I really wanted a boy because they're less trouble. Ever since she was born, I've been living in a constant state of sleep deprivation. Mashka wakes up crying roughly every hour, each night. Sometimes I feel like I function purely out of habit. I'm on my way back from a work meeting. It wasn't good. I should have stayed at a hotel, but you know how I am, stubborn-minded, being Polish and all. Gotten a last few hours of sleep and left at dawn. But I insisted on heading back the same night. My wife came down with a fever, and I can barely stand. Leaving her alone with our child, it just didn't feel right. Not to me, not to dear Papa. The road I usually take is suddenly closed. Apparently, there was an accident. But the news didn't give any details. The detour leads through a narrow forest road that I've taken before when it was lighter. Ever since I turned onto this road, however, I haven't passed a single car, and I'm starting to be nervous. There's no lights in the rearview mirror either, nor a street lamp. No headlights coming from the opposite direction either. Just trees, darkness, and my headlights lighting the road ahead. I've got 90 kilometers left to home. About an hour and a half to go. I have to hold on. Hello. I'm in the car. What's a dog? I'm going to call you, little dog, Herbert. Oh, I have to drive. Okay, Herbert, let us begin. Now, Herbert, this road is as trustworthy as a man on skooma. I can't stand roads like this. Can you, Herbert? Ooh, careful. Forests at night just freak me out, and they always have. Damn right. Listening to that old 80s beat. Damn it. I survived the Terminators. I'm back in 1985. Yes. Well, Herbert, it's been quite the night, hasn't it? We must make it home. The map. Oops, careful. Oh, I'm so exhausted I nearly crashed into a tree there. Hang on. Hang on. Herbert, you didn't say I was driving off the road. Cars. It's like bumper cars, right? Same thing. Oh. Oh, I'm actually stuck. Herbert, you may have to get out and push. Okay. Oh, we had a reset position button. Very good. I got a bit stuck on the off the road there. Now, me and Herbert, we were driving through the wilderness, trying not to fall asleep. Oh, a sign. Zigzag road ahead. That fills me with confidence. Not sure about these potholes either. Now, driving at night can be a bit risky. You have to be careful with these things. Okay. Careful. But keep my head up. You gotta keep... Because, like, when I'm really sleepy, one of the key things I do is... well, what I did do once is I used to use the whole... Ooh. There's a little holy relic there. I used to have an elastic band on my wrist, and then I'd ping it to shock me back awake again. It sounds kind of mental, but it really worked. Careful. Okay. I got it from my late mum. It's always with me when I'm driving. That's the thing. Ooh, careful. Not again. The radio's gone silly, Billies. Do dallying. Careful. Apparently the radio thinks it's hilarious. Drive safe. Picture of my wife and baby child. Careful. Put off the accelerator. Well done, Cheekster. Now, I do hope we don't have to pick up a hitchhiker. I mean, Rutger Hauer could be hanging around in Poland as we speak. Low. Low. Here we go. Put off. Bloody hell. I think the radio is buggered. Careful. There we go. Ah! You didn't see that bit. I don't know what that was I saw at the side of me there. Like something red in the forest. Am I supposed to stop at anything? Oh. I got a feeling that I'm gonna, like, close my eyes and accidentally run into someone. I can barely keep my eyes open. I feel like I can't control them anymore. Maybe I should pull up into this forest and sleep like a birdie boy. Okay. A long sequence, possibly longer than it used to be. So we're pulling over. Wow, look at that car. That's high quality carriage. Side of the road. This guy's very big on his camera angles. Flashlight. F. Oh, it's on. Alright. Let's go, Bernard. Telephone. No signal from my Nokia. New message waiting. Can we access it? No. Okay. Locked doors. Locked doors. Oh. Okay. The old wife and kid. Go to sleep. It's probably for the best, to be honest. Because I, you know, like, if you're going to fall asleep while driving, it's a lose-lose situation. Because true, you get to snooze, but you're going to just run into another car, or a tree, or off a cliff. This game's not very scary. I feel very relaxed, actually. Wake up. You got it. You got it. Oh. Can't. I'm trying to wake. There we go. Took a few times. What? Go back to sleep. I've locked the doors, didn't I? I see his face. His hand looks mangled. Hello. Push clutch. Oh, press space, right. Shit. Why would I quit? Oh, this is creepy. Clutch. That engine. Alright, Bernard, we're driving on. This spot's gone to shit. I know, Bernard, I know. I'm careful. Doesn't always have to be full pump max on the accelerator all the time, Bernard. Sometimes a man must ease off a bit. You know how it goes. That's what she said to me, and I've done it ever since. But then, what can I do? And I said to her, listen to me, dear. They're not whiskers, it's a beard. She didn't listen. You know how these ladies be. Broads are wild. Oh, Bernard. Quite dark in here, Bernard. This road seems eerily treeless. Am I actually driving, or am I dreaming this? It's hard to know. I've pinched myself, but I've run out of elastic bands. Do you know what? There's something about staring down a road at night. Whoa. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, hang on. Steady. We are... Whoa. Hello. Why am I outside now? Where's my car? Hello? Take. The scrawlings of a mad person. That way. Right you are. 3. Now, you have to be careful running at night in trees like this when they've got these little side branches, because you could impale yourself if you're not careful. Is that a bird or a man whistling? I'd like some definition, please. Right, okay. We've got to find more of these things. Maybe I should follow the voices. Okay, so I'm kind of following the sound direct. This looks like the faces of multiple individuals chewing upon another individual. Sort of frantic merriment of the human form. This way. Yep. We should be fine. They wouldn't give me a sprint button if I had to run away from anything, would they? I find it hard to look at the camera, and I have to look at this. You know what I mean? If I look away, what if a bearded bastard snuck up upon me? Ah, there he is. There. This is really hard, actually. More savagery. can't see. More madness. Possibly nipples. Hard to know. It's more of a sort of, I don't know, maybe they're eyes, and that's like a little nose and mouth, like a deer. Right? Maybe there should be some antlers. This is like a little dog nose, and then it's got 3 big dog eyes and 3 big dog ears. That way. What do you reckon? Is that just a tree formation? Go for it. I went for him. You can't say I didn't go for him. Why is my torch fucked? I got a message. Don't look back. That's helpful. Ah, get off me! Well, what? Hello? Hello? I'm back in the car. I only got 4 of them. Was that parcel always there? Oh, Benedict. Are those eyes in the rear view mirror? Thank you for playing the demo. Want to uncover the full story? Wish list the full game, mother flipper. Damn. High on tension. Had nice graphics. I quite enjoyed his wild camera angles, or whoever made it. I don't know who made it. The wild camera angles were very cool. Special thanks to Mum and Dad, all the friends. I like camera angles. I like the graphics. I like the sound effects. I did find trying to follow the whispers in the forest a bit tricky, but that could be because I've got a crap headset. So, you know, that's probably more of a me problem. What else? Yeah, generally pretty good, actually. It does have a Fears of Fathom vibe. It's a nice little snippet of the game, you know, so that's very cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, no, I just thought that was really good. It's not super long, it's not a massive amount, but, you know, it's just right, isn't it? I quite enjoyed that. You know, encapsulates that driving home after work vibe, but, you know, I quite like the bit on the tree with the man with his hand on the side. That was cool. There was a crazy movie called The Ritual. Now, this is a story about a bunch of British backpackers with their own personal troubles going out for a walk out in bloody Scandinavia somewhere, possibly Norway or Sweden, right? And but they're out in the middle of nowhere, and they kind of end up in a sort of multi-dimensional thing, and there's a monster out in there. But there's a scene in it where the monster has its hand around the edge of like a tree. And then, like, when the guy's looking, he can't quite see it. And then and the hand goes like that. And then you're like, oh, there was something there, right? Because it hit its hand. And it kind of had that kind of vibe with that. I thought that was pretty cool. I think with that bit, it would be nice if it was sort of like, it had a little bit of, oh, am I seeing it or am I not seeing a thing there? And then the hand pulling away rather than having the face. Maybe as the hand pulls away, the head comes out. So it goes like that. I don't know, something like that. But I like that scene. That was really good. I didn't manage to get the 5 pieces of papers. I don't know if I ruined it or did it wrong. I don't know. But, okay. And then the man jumped me, and it was just his face. It wasn't as much of a scare as I thought it would be. But I did think it was pretty... I thought it was pretty good anyway. I quite liked it. So, generally, the game, loved the vibe, loved the art style. I really liked the camera angles. I thought that was a nice little attention to detail. Had that sort of old vintage cinema angles of, like, you know, you get with The Shining. Do you remember, like, that kind of thing? Just a car driving this, that weird thing this way, that way. And that was quite cool. And yeah, so cool. So interesting to see more. I think it said it's episodic, maybe. Is it episodic? I don't know. Channel 13. Should we double check? I don't think it's episodic, but I could have made it up. Set in the woods. No, I don't think it is necessarily, but it could be. A short atmospheric horror experience, story shaped by sleep deprivation, exhaustion, and isolation. So with this, I think it's important then for the devs to go down the route of more and more bizarre visuals, right? When you start getting sleep deprived, you do, like, the hallucinations will start kicking in, but also kind of like the general vibe of not touching the sides of things. So, you know, like having that kind of floaty, weird situation, trying to hang on to something real, you know, like maybe making sure that you hang on to your steering wheel or something to kind of like bring you into the now, something like that. Or like maybe like if you at certain points maybe you want to monitor, you know, like how you had the game with the turning the key, which was cool, it's fine. But imagine you had that like we're trying to keep your sanity a little bit, like trying to stay awake, so you might turn the radio on, but then if the radio on's too long you'll start falling asleep and lose its effect. I don't know, it's something the devs would work out, isn't it? But like something to kind of keep you awake would be quite cool. Also it'd be but not like a thing where it's like a frustrating system, you know. No, it doesn't have to be that much. Also I would really like I say, more hallucinations. I'd like them to get more bizarre, and perhaps like to keep coming across your car that you've abandoned a few times as well would be quite cool. And then to go off on a walk and to actually find yourself at a house in the middle of the forest somewhere, which has got like you know, like a car that's like from the 20s or something like that, you know, or from the 30s. It just looks really, really old. It looks like this place was used yonks ago and has been abandoned for like a century. That kind of vibe, that would be quite cool. And then in that place, you've got like pagan ritual things in there. As you walk in, someone's put the car keys and a top hat and a monocle or whatever. It's old-fashioned things, which I don't know why I think that's old-fashioned things. They put all that at the side of the table. So they've walked in, and then there's this remains of a person, like a skeleton in clothing or something, sat next to this weird artifact. And it's something that calls to those that drive down this road who are sleepy or something like that. And then, you know, perhaps you have to escape in the forest or something like that to get out, and then finally make it to a petrol station. I don't know, something like that. But you know what I mean, like where like the sleep deprivation gets played into hallucinations. I like that. I think that would be a really cool thing. So there you go, guys. Channel 13, Rest Stop. I absolutely like it. I'm absolutely keen on buying it, 100%. As much as I'm keen on not being in this really hot room that's melting my brain currently. But yes, brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. So Channel 13, Rest Stop, 100% wishlist it. Interesting to see. I can see why people are a fan of it. I see why it has positive response to this demo. We just got to see the full game, haven't we? Well, there we go. So until the next video, my diabolical road fiends, you carry on trying not to be tempted by the occult, and I'll do the same. Until the next video, bye-bye.